kind of chilly today. At least there's no rain, I guess. And what did I read today? How about this first one? Apparently, the police were showing off how they captured someone with the use of a drone. This one says, police drone deployed to capture suspect. From the looks of the video anyways, it seems like they were using a thermal camera on the drone. And it says here, members of the North Bay Police Service arrested a 40-year-old male on December 50th for theft, flight from police, dangerous driving, possession of a prohibited weapon, and possession of a weapon contrary to a prohibition. On December 5th, at approximately 5 a.m., a member of the North Bay Police Service, while on general patrol, observed an individual traveling on Pinewood Park Drive on an ATV. The alert officer recognized the ATV as one that had been used in 2 thefts at Lakeshore Drive businesses over the past month. When the officer attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver fled at a high rate of speed. The ATV entered a trail where it became stuck in a snowbank, causing the driver to flee on foot. And then that's when the drone came in. It says, using drone technology, the suspect was quickly observed running through the wooded area where he was eventually located and arrested. And I guess because of the temperature and all that, it made it a lot easier to keep track of where the person was going, as you can see in the video. It says the use of drone technology has greatly improved our ability to locate and arrest suspects who attempt to evade arrest by running into wooded areas or into the darkness. And indeed, it was a thermal camera on the drone. It says our drone operators are trained in the use of FLIR-equipped drones to monitor the activities and direction of travel of the suspect while directing our members on the ground to the suspect's locations. The powerful lighting can illuminate a wide area, increasing officer safety by improving visibility as our officers close in on a suspect to make an arrest. An edged weapon was seized from the accused upon arrest. Good use of the tech in general, and at the same time, so many more police officers or just officials in general using drones, huh? As people often say too, a recreational drone flyer, they feel like a criminal many times trying to fly with all the over-the-top regulations, stuff like that. Well, this is kind of interesting, as I know in a lot of places around the world, they're trying to enforce things like remote ID, and I guess companies are going to make money out of it, huh? Because I was just reading this, for example, which shows, hey, there's a solution for you. It just costs, I guess, money and so forth. This one says, no remote identification, no flying. Remote ID becomes mandatory for drone pilots in the EU and will reshape the commercial use of drones. There is not much time left to comply. In its latest official statement, the EASA affirmed that RID will become mandatory for all pilots in the EU. All drones flying in the specific category, advanced operations including BVLOS over 25 kilogram drones, dropping material or flying higher than 120 meters, for example, and all drones which class marks operating in the open category, mostly leisure drone activities and low-risk commercial activities, will be required to operate with an active and up-to-date RID system. And with that, I guess this company is showing off their product here. It's called, Dronetag. It says for pilots who must purchase the required RID module for their drone to stay compliant in 2024, the Dronetag company has a solution ready. And as they say, our Dronetag beacon is one of the first devices listed in the EASA website as fully compliant with the new regulation, describes Lucas Birch, CEO of Dronetag, what his company offers. So I wouldn't doubt during these times with more places making it mandatory, there's money to be made from businesses. Will people actually say anything or just go, whatever, just buy it? It's a couple of bucks. That's what they said before, huh? In terms of tests and all that. It just doesn't make sense for a lot of average individuals. Again, imagine a kid flying, let's just say, in a wooded forest just for fun, for example. Imagine them having to buy all this equipment and stuff like that, pay thousands of dollars in training per se to fly a toy drone. It's ludicrous in many ways. And the last story I read was kind of interesting. Apparently it dealt with Meta that owns companies like Facebook and Instagram. They're being sued because they're being accused of, I guess, exploiting children, human trafficking, and so forth. This is kind of interesting. It says Attorney General Raul Torres files lawsuit against Meta Platforms and Mark Zuckerberg to protect children from sexual abuse and human trafficking. Now, apparently, I guess you could say they kind of went, quote, undercover to, I guess, build their case. It says, our investigation into Meta social media platforms demonstrates that they are not safe spaces for children, but rather prime locations for predators to trade child pornography and solicit minors for sex. As a career prosecutor who specialized in the internet crimes against children, I'm committed to using every available tool to put an end to these horrific practices, and I will hold companies accountable. Who knows what will happen in this situation, but would you believe that is the case if it ends up being true and all that? Alright, see you guys later.